Happy Tuesday! My name is Ian Campbell. I am the CEO of Mission Suite. You probably know me by now. You've probably seen some of my stuff here on Facebook Live. I finally have a new phone, and I'm finally able to not use my iPad and look down and create a double chin for myself here. So I hope you are having incredibly well. Today, I'm actually going to be talking a little bit more about networking. Talked a little bit about this in the past, talked about how I run networking meetings, how I do. Today, I would kind of recount a conversation that I had with a friend and associate of mine. And this conversation was focused on the question of who should I be spending my time with? You're going out and you're talking to people and you're having conversations and you're following up with coffees and all those different things. Who should I be spending time with? Why do I always feel, this was a question, why am I spending time with the wrong people? And why, that there's no business coming in, but I'm having a lot of great conversations, right? And so it was an interesting conversation because, one of the things that I've talked quite a bit about in the past is not necessarily on Facebook Live, but just in general, you can be super popular. You can go out to networking events, you can be incredibly well known, you can go through all these different things, and you can have all these phenomenal people know who you are, but it ain't gonna make you a dime. These folks that do get paid, and some of them do, right? You're not going to make any money off of popularity. It's just not going to happen. And so, you've got to earn it. And so, this is the conversation that I had with this friend of mine on Friday, and it was an interesting conversation because I started asking her at one point, and this is the kind of the focus of this talk, is what does your bench look like? Right? First of all, do you know who is having the conversations that you need to be having, and how deep of a bench do you have of each of those roles, of each of those titles, of each of those people, right? So, for example, I'm in marketing and I'm in sales. So I sell CRM, marketing automation software. You probably know this by now. So from marketing firms, from sales trainers, from sales coaches, from SEOs, from web developers, people in that sphere. Executive coaches are another big one for me. Oftentimes not quite as big. Business coaches, and things like that, right? So I know I have a list of all of my best referral sources, and I'm willing to bet so do you. And if you don't have your list of your best referral sources, I highly recommend going through and determining what those referral sources look like, right? Who those targeted referral sources are. Because, and I mentioned this in the last video, those are going to be the ones that even if you meet somebody that you're never going to be able to do business with or trade business with or whatever, even if you meet somebody in that realm, you're still going to be able to ask for introductions to other networking partners, right? So if you don't know who your referral sources are, then not only are you not going to know how to get referrals, but you're not going to know the people that you need to talk to outside of that, right? So every meeting that you take is going to end up as a wasted meeting, if you will, right? Because again, you can have a great time, but if it's between the hours of 8 and 5, or more likely 7 and 7, then it's business, right? And the people that you're talking to should be focused on business, or whatever your hours are, right? But so that's my kind of my spiel, right? What I like to focus on is the fact that one way or another, the people that you're talking to, the people that you're meeting with, should be people that you can gain something from as well as give something to, right? That reciprocal relationship is huge. So back to the bench. Best referral partners, right? And we went through this whole referral mapping process that a buddy of mine from Firestorm, who founded Firestorm, would kind of really preaches on. I don't know if he came up with it or just kind of codified it, but excuse me, but it's a hugely beneficial tool. So we went through this process of referral mapping, and so we said, okay, so here's you in the middle, right? And so who's sending business your way, right? Who are the ones that are sending you your clients? Well, okay, so sales coaches, sales trainers, so marketing consultants, digital marketing firms, web developers, pretty much the same people that are connected with me. Right? So, okay, fantastic. So now we've got that map, right? We know exactly who we're talking about. Now let's take a look at the bench. And this is what I really want you to get out of this video here, is that people, maybe 5, somewhere between 3 and 5, usually I recommend, you should have between 3 and 5 the roles that are beneficial to you, right? So that are great referral sources for you. And those are month, once every 3 weeks, once a quarter, whatever, but those are the people that you meet with on a regular basis because they are having the same conversations as you are and they're talking to the same people, right? So if they're having great conversations, so again, looking at the marketing sphere, right? Looking at marketing folks. So I need to talk to a marketing director. If my buddy who runs an IT shop is talking to a marketing director, he may be talking to the same person as I am, but he's having a completely different conversation, right? He's asking, how many phones do you need? How many computers do you need in your department? Those types of things. I'm asking, what are you using for CRM, right? He's not going to have that conversation. It's just not going to come up. It's the nature of the beast, right? Maybe to a business owner, they would talk to him, but more often than not, it's just not going to happen. So, okay, fine. So now he's kind of in my B sphere, right? So he's the one that's kind of in the first outer rim, but the people that are in the bullseye are the people that are talking to the same people and having the same conversations. Similarly, if let's say you're having great conversations about CRM, but you're talking to you're talking or even an account manager, somebody who's mid-level, that's not my decision maker. I want to talk to people who are talking to my decision makers, right? And that's where the crux of my referral network is coming into play. And so I want a bench of 3 to 5 people in every realm. Who's talking to my decision makers and what conversations are they having, right? In my world, it's marketing directors, sales directors, business owners, CEOs, talking about how to grow sales, build business, and grow their team, right? And do things more effectively. Those are the conversations that I need them to be having, and those are the people to whom they need to be talking. If they fit that sphere, they're square in the bullseye. If they don't, then they're somewhere in the outer rings, right? And that's okay. I'm not saying to never talk to these people again, but make sure that you know your conversation. Make sure you know what you're talking about. Make sure you're having the right conversation. So anyway, that's my thing for today. I want to make sure to address that. But I hope you're all having a great Tuesday, and I hope that you have a great Wednesday. We're almost over the hump to the weekend, and with that, I will say have a great night, and I will talk to you on Thursday. Cheers.